doing today? God, that's a fucking loaded question these days, isn't it? 2020 really is the year of small victories. How are you doing today? Well, let's see. There's millions of people who've contracted the most infectious disease in 100 years. Countless more have died. Economies around the world were in shambles due to government ineptitude. I lost my job. There's no one in sight, but I saw a dog today, so woohoo! Thank you for having me out tonight. As you guys will come to figure out, this is actually my very first time on stage doing stand-up comedy. And thank you. And I could not have timed it better because in 10 days I'm moving, like out of the province. So if I fuck it up tonight, I've essentially just farted at the party and left. Like, it's great. I am gonna miss the house I'm in though. It's 110 years old. It's haunted as shit. Not by ghosts, but by people who used to live there coming back to visit. Like, so a few months ago, I was laying in bed. I was alone in the house. I was masked, reading a book. And I hear this woman knock on the door. And I'm antisocial as shit. This is great. I can't see any of you. It's fantastic. It's like I'm talking into the void like usual. I ignore her. I hear the knock again. I ignore her again. The third knock is not on the door. It is on the window of my basement suite as she looks at me in bed waving. So fuck, just out of respect for this bitch's tenacity, I'm like, all right, fine. You've earned some face-to-face contact. She used to live in the house, and she wanted to come in and look around and see if it was the same it used to be. This woman was this big. 3 months ago, I had no hair and a huge beard. I looked like human trafficking. What the fuck was she doing trying to come into my house? Like, the only way I could have been more threatening is if I was wearing jean coveralls and no shirt and had a piece of straw in my mouth. Like, I was expecting me to say shit like, you was prettier than my sister. Why don't you come on inside and meet Pop Pop? No, but she came in, she looked around, she cried at a shag rug from the 70s with cat puke on it, and then she left. She didn't look me in the eye the entire time, and she confessed that she was actually in town for an Asperger's conference, and she herself had Asperger's. I was caught off guard by this more than I've been caught off guard by anything else, so I went to my go-to in the situation, which was, I'm great in social situations. But she was fine, she was doing her best, and I think it's important to be a good person, because if you're not, like, the universe or karma or whatever you believe in will get you back. And I think it's most important to be humble. And I had a moment where I left humility behind and I was immediately smacked in the ass for it. A few weeks ago, I was actually cast for the first time in a union TV show, and I was so excited because it's a lot more money for a lot less work. And so, like, I was staying at my girlfriend's house in Calgary, and I wake up and I've got this outfit on and I'm feeling good, and on the way to the car, I had this crystal clear thought that if I said it out loud, I deserved to be punched in the face. And that thought was, yeah, I look like a fucking movie star. 4 minutes later, as I'm pulling into the McDonald's drive-thru to get a coffee for the morning, I shit my pants. Now, I'm not trying to say that this was like a long fart with a French accent on the end of it. Like, this was, like, if you're making a loaf of sourdough and need 3 heaping cups of flour, that's what happened. Like, I fucking wish I could have seen it, because, like, the difference would have been palpable. Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh no! Like, I was hanging onto that steering wheel like a 5th grader on the jungle gym who didn't realize he was afraid of heights. Like, I was trying to hold myself out of it, and I'm driving back to my girlfriend's house. It's 50 kilometers an hour. I'm going 110. I walk in the front door. Her parents are there. They go, "Oh, you're back early." And my great way of covering this up was going, "I forgot something." Then they hear the shower turn on, and then I come upstairs wearing completely different clothes. And then I went, "John, do you have a garbage bag I could borrow, please?" I took that downstairs, they heard me tie it, open the front door, and throw it as hard as I fucking can out into the street. That's my time, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great night.